Hey friend, welcome to Self-Transformed, a podcast dedicated to transforming your health in less time and guilt-free through the power of habit hacking. I'm your host, Emily Nichols, behavior change specialist, fitness and Whole30 coach, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. Hey, I know the struggle is real when it comes to taking care of you. I too am a working mom who felt physically and emotionally drained, but lacked the time and confidence to actually make myself a priority. Creating habit strategies around my health was the key to help me finally create a consistent, healthy lifestyle that doesn't feel hard. I'm now on a mission to equip you with those same sustainable habit hacks to help transform your life from the inside out, guilt-free. Together, we will simplify your health into daily habits that don't feel like another thing on your long to-do list, but rather consistent actions that add up to a massive transformation that will stick through all seasons of your life. So if you're ready to habit hack your health and create your own self-transformation, then let's do this. Hey gang, welcome to Habit Hack Thursday. Today is a very special episode because I am re-airing the free workshop I did yesterday in my community on how to just get started with a new routine. You know, getting started is often the hardest part. Showing up, right? I say that in my classes all the time. You did the hard part, you showed up. And I love this quote from Zig Ziglar. I shared it in the workshop. You'll hear it again here in a second. He said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." So in order to achieve whatever type of transformation you are looking for in your life, you just need to start. And I know that can feel really hard and overwhelming. So we're going to break down 3 tips to help you do that. Also, what is also very, very exciting is that the doors are now open to the Habit Hacking Society again. I'm so excited. I kind of did like a pre-launch for this in June, and the girls in the group have given me such great feedback. And, you know, the goal all along was to launch it in August. So we are launching August 1st, but we already have a big group of girls in the society already, a group of habit hackers who are, you know, focused around creating consistent, healthy habits and doing it together as a group. Because let's face it, we're all going through a lot of the same challenges as far as taking care of ourselves, not having enough time, or feeling guilty when we do take that time. So we are having so much fun making this really easy in a way that it's easy to digest each month what we have going on. You'll hear a little bit about what's included in the Habit Hacking Society right at the end of this workshop. But today is Thursday the 14th. A couple of things you'll hear me talk about at the end is some fast action bonuses we have going on. So I love to give stuff away, especially in order just to hear your feedback and see what you all think. So for those of you that were going to enroll in Self-Transform You, okay, my signature 4-week program, if you enroll in that, you will get 3 months free into the society. Oh my gosh, 3 months free. Also, you'll get an additional habit hacking call with me. Now, you can sign up for Self-Transform You Next Level, where you have those 4 habit hacking calls and texting with me. That way, we have a lot more one-on-one accountability together. Or you can do just the course, and you know, if you sign up before the 18th, this Monday the 18th, you'll get a habit hacking call with me. So I'm so excited to be able to offer this to you all. Also, you can leave a review in iTunes, send me a screenshot, email it to me. Everything that I'm telling you, folks, is linked in the show notes for you. And I'll give you another month off of the Habit Hacking Society. So if you're signing up for Self-Transform You, if you do it before Monday, you can get up to 4 months off of your registry, off of your membership. So that only counts for your annual membership for the society if you're signing up for STU. Okay. Otherwise, you can still just leave a review in iTunes, send me that screenshot, and I'll give you a month off of the society. You can either do the monthly membership, and I'll give you an additional month free, or you can sign up for the annual membership, and you already get a month off free, so I'll throw in another month, so you get 2 months off. It's so good to invest in yourself, and it feels so good to watch it pay off and just to see that this is really the best community out there to create consistent healthy habits, if I do say so myself. So grab a pen and paper. Let's take some notes on how to create a healthy new routine without it feeling super overwhelming, just how to get started. And stay tuned to the end to hear about all of the bonuses with the Habit Hacking Society. Everything is linked in the show notes for you, friend, and you can join me at bit.ly/Habit Hacking Society if you want to type that in your phone right now. Not if you're driving or in the shower. Don't want to damage your phone. And sign up for either the monthly or annual membership, Self-Transform You. That's selftransformyou.com to sign up as well. Y'all, it's all linked in the show notes for you. Let's go. Enjoy this free mini workshop. I do this every month in the community, so check out the guide section if you're not part of the community already, because you can catch all of the previous workshops there too. But I hope to either see you in Self-Transform You and the Habit Hacking Society, or maybe if STU isn't the right time for you right now, I hope to see you in the Habit Hacking Society. Let's go. Hi. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are having a wonderful morning so far, or maybe it's afternoon if you are on Eastern Standard Time like me. I'm Emily Nichols. I'm the host of the Self-Transformed podcast. I'm so glad you're here. Let me preface this before we get started with today's training. Might hear a dog bark. You might hear a kid in the background. It is summertime. My kids are home for the summer, and that's just the way it is. And that is real life. So we are prefacing that with this training today with that. So my goal is to be short and sweet with you all today. I host these monthly mini workshops every month as voted on by you here in the community. So thank you so much for being here, for taking the time to just show up, which sometimes, is the hardest part. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. I have some slides I want to share with you today. There we go. I'll move all this around. So you all voted on chatting today about how to get started with a new routine, just how to get started, right? We're always going into like new seasons of our life, and sometimes just getting started is the hard part. So we're going to talk about just getting started. So my goal for today is to be brief, help you take action. There'll always be some type of action item when we do these free trainings together. And mostly, more than anything, redefine self-care. I want to help you get started with a new routine and allow your habits to take over when motivation fades. You all were commenting when we were talking about today's subject matter that what do you do when that motivation fades? So we're going to talk about that today as well. Not only how to get started, but how to stick with it. And make sure you stay till the end. I will be briefly sharing about the Habit Hacking Society. The doors are opening back up officially, like right now. You can sign up now, but I'll give you more information about that as our membership program. And I have some super fun bonuses that I have come up with for you guys. So I'll share that at the end. If this is your first time attending, hello. You may have heard about this community and training on the Self-Transformed podcast. We're getting ready to come up on our 3-year anniversary of the show, over 130,000 downloads. And it's my favorite thing to be able to give you this free content 2 times a week. Make sure you tune in tomorrow on Thursday for Habit Hack Thursday. We put that out every week in addition to an episode on Monday. But I'm Emily. Hi. Self-Transformed podcast host. I'm a certified personal trainer. You can find me coaching at Orange Theory in Avon in downtown Indianapolis. I'm also a Whole30 certified coach, and I haven't shared this yet, but earlier this year I became a plant-based Whole30 certified coach, which I did share with you earlier in the year, but I just found out this week I was accepted to be an advanced Whole30 certified coach, which is really exciting. I'll share more about that later this week as well. But also, I'm a certified behavior change specialist. This is a training I went through to mainly say I geek out on habit strategy. And that's pretty much the piece that we're always missing when it comes to making healthy habits stick in our life, is actually having some habit strategy attached to it, because we're so busy, right? Which we're going to talk about that here in a couple of weeks on the podcast, talking about why you're so busy and how that's always our response. But mostly, most important, I'm a wife, a boy mom, and a Taco Tuesday enthusiast. So let's talk about how to get started.
with a new routine. Excuse me. Before I ever do these live trainings, I always go and walk outside for like 5 minutes before I start. And there was all these little things flying in the air. And I think it's got my allergies going. So anyways, real life. So I love this quote from Zig Ziglar. He said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." I always say at the beginning of my classes, when anyone joins me live, like at Orange Theory, I'm like, you showed up. That is the hardest part. Showing up is the hardest part. Getting started is really hard, especially if you're a newcomer, right? I'm wondering if any of this sounds like you or sounds familiar. Have you ever found yourself maybe procrastinating when it comes to starting like some new healthy habits, or you don't start because you're a perfectionist and it's just not perfect, it's not right, or there's a fear of failure? Maybe you feel like you have failed, and I say that in air quotes, in the past, and you don't want to do that again. Or maybe you're waiting for the perfect time or for things to slow down. Things never are going to slow down, right? Or your motivation is high when you start, but then it's gone. A lot of you in the community mentioned that was something that you wanted to chat about today. Or just you were feeling very overwhelmed, especially with your own health. Like to add something else to your to-do list seems very overwhelming. So getting started is the hardest part. I like to refer to this reference from the book Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Let me know down in the comments if you have read this before. I was talking to somebody about this the other day. Sometimes when we're talking about like procrastinating or not doing things, I'll be like, eat that frog, because I just love that analogy and I love explaining it to people if they haven't heard of it before. It's actually a fitness brand now too, which I think is pretty cool. So eat that frog. So the Eat the Frog strategy is a prioritization and productivity method used to help people identify difficult tasks. Okay. So the idea is that you identify one challenging task, the frog, that's the analogy, and complete the task first thing in the morning. So eat it, get it done with, get the thing you would want to not do, get it done first thing, and then watch your productivity just thrive throughout the rest of the day and other momentum type activities happening in your life. You can apply this towards healthy habits too as well. We have to eat that frog. Okay. We just have to eat that frog. We have to let perfectionism, fear of failure go away. Just do it. As silly as that analogy sounds, it's a really great one to think of. It's something you really don't want to do. It's going to be gross. I don't want to do it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But as soon as you do it, everything else doesn't seem so bad, right? It's the same thing. When you are able to take care of yourself, you are able to show up as more of yourself, right? More of you as being able to show up for your family, your loved ones, for work, family, friends, everybody. So I'm going to share 3 tips to help you actually get started to eat that frog, and especially when motivation is at an all-time high. So number 1, let's talk about what and why. So where to start? What? Okay, so we're talking about healthy habits. That's what we focus on here in the Self-Transformed community. Figure out what healthy habits you want to implement into your life. Okay, what healthy habits do you want to implement into your life? I always recommend either mindset, movement, or for food freedom. Okay, either one of those 3 areas. We actually shared about this on the podcast this week. Start small with just one, and you'll build on later once those become like an unconscious habit. Okay, so what do you want to start with first? And then why? Like take out a pad of paper and write down why if you need to like actually get the words out of you. You know what I mean? So why the new habits matter to you and what it will feel like when you accomplish those habits. Write it down, journal it out, or maybe ask yourself, why hasn't it worked in the past for you? Okay, I think it's good to analyze and have that data about yourself. So what and why? So what do you want to do for your health, your healthy habits, and then why? You have to have some reasoning behind it, not just because like, oh, everyone else on social media is doing, I guess I should too. No, it's personal to you. Okay. Number 2, track your time. How can you make this work in your life? So sometimes we just don't get started because I'm too busy. We always find ourselves saying this, right? When, like I said, I'm going to talk about this on the show next week. I think it's next Thursday's Habit Hack Thursday episode. But whenever someone asks you how you're doing, what is your response? Comment what you usually say. Is it I'm too busy? Yes, raise your hand, put an emoji, raise your hand or person. in the comments if that's what you always say. I say it to them like, oh, so busy with the kids and the podcasts and clients and, doing this, doing that. Like, I'm so busy. How about like, I'm doing great. Or like, I'm hanging in there, So I want you to track your time and see where it is going. Identify your time wasters and then eliminate them. And then use habit strategy to make the time. We will never find time. If you're like, I'll just wait till the perfect time or things to slow down, they won't. Or maybe you'll just, think, oh, maybe I'll just find the time when I can. You won't. I'm speaking from experience here. Okay. So using habit strategy, that's what I teach in all my programs, my signature program, the Self-Transform You, and also what we are talking about in the Habit Hacking Society as well. So if you need some help, I have a free habit inventory download for you. You can go to this website right here, bit.ly/habit inventory. I'll put it in the comments for you as well. If you're listening to the replay on the podcast, it's always linked in the show notes for you under freebies as well. So track your time. I think it's really great to have data about ourselves, and the habit inventory is a really great place to start because it's really eye-opening seeing where all your time wasters are. And all these times you've been saying you're too busy to make time for yourself, you come to realize I'm not that busy to take care of myself. I can fit in little pockets here. And we kind of dig deeper into this, into Self-Transform You as far as what we do for habit strategy. And then lastly, number 3, what has worked? When did you feel like in the flow? You know what I mean? When everything's like flowing, you're feeling good, like from the inside out. So what has worked? What has worked? If something has worked well in the past, try it again, especially if you feel like, I've like fallen off the wagon, as you say. A lot of people say, oh, I've fallen off the wagon. Well, if something felt good, and you just came into a new season of life and maybe you didn't have habit strategy in place to help you pivot, which is something we talk about in week 4 in Self-Transform You, what to do when, you go into a new season of life where motivation fails you, which it will. Think about what worked in the past and try it again. Why didn't it work? Well, maybe you were just burnt out on that thing, or maybe you need to do it at a different time of day or week, or try something different. Maybe working out at 6 a.m. every day worked for you, but maybe running was it, but now maybe running is not so it for you anymore. Try something else. Okay. But why did it work? Was it fun? How did it make you feel? Really analyze that. Sometimes we just don't analyze the own data about ourselves, right? So go back to what has maybe worked and see if that will help build some momentum for you from there. Okay. Once you start doing these things, it is going to snowball into some major transformations for you guys. And when you have that habit strategy in place, once you are feeling like in the flow, maybe you just started off with mindset work and you're journaling and you're talking nicer to yourself. And you're like, okay, now I'm going to add on a daily walk every day for my movement. Now that feels good. Oh, I'm going to, maybe meal prep a couple times a week, which is something that I teach all my clients how to do because I can't do long meal preps. I don't make the time for that because I don't want to. But my schedule's all over the place sometimes on the weekend. So that's why. But anyways, over time, what you'll realize is you have these unconscious behaviors in your life. And now you just feel in the flow. But getting started is the hard part. Okay. So like we said at the beginning, motivation is at an all-time high when you're starting something new. Motivation is what gets you started. But habit is what keeps you going. Those unconscious behaviors, once you have those habits established, then you're golden. You're golden. But sometimes we need to give ourselves a little bit more time and grace. We share this a lot in all of my communities and programs, the 21-90 rule, where it takes 21 days to form a habit, but 90 days for it to feel like a lifestyle. So give yourself time. Give yourself time. We actually talk really deep in week 4 as well on Self-Transform You, what to do if something's not working and how to change it and start the process all over again. I actually have like a 3-step habit process that we teach in all of my programs that really help have some strategy in place. So I hope this was super helpful for you. Now, here is the very, very exciting announcement. The Habit Hacking Society doors are open. Cue the confetti cannons. The doors are now open again. So this membership community opened this past June, and I have just been living for it. I'm so excited for the girls in the community. If any of my habit hackers are here, feel free to comment in the comments below. It's the best community to help you consistently really just stay on track with your healthy habits. You know, one of our girls, Michelle, she left this really great testimonial. She said, she's in the society. She's a habit hacker there. She says, I love learning more about habits and how to incorporate them into my life in a real way, not overwhelming me. Yes. Right. I love the community and hanging out with me. Oh, thank you, Michelle. I love hanging out with you too. Every month, it's nice to know I'm not alone. That's a big part of the community. You know, you can do Self Transform You or any of my other programs on your own, or you can do the next level version and get more one-on-one accountability with me. But to know that there's other people in the same boat and feeling the same way as you, like, I love it. I love it. So she also mentioned she loves that they have their own podcast. Yes, they have a private podcast feed where I record a podcast once a month just for them. And she knows I am there if they ever need anything, and just the accountability as well. So I love that so much. Let me see if this is a good fit for you. So if you ever found yourself saying, I'm always starting and stopping new healthy habits, I know how to be healthy. Like we know this, but we just can't make it work in our life. You feel guilty when you take more time for yourself. You wish you had more time, or adding one more thing to your routine feels overwhelming. And all honesty, your family just isn't getting the best of you. So you just need a simple, healthy habit resources that would work in your life, and accountability community to help lift you up because they're feeling it too. So that's where the Habit Hacking Society was born. We are founded on 3 tiers of accountability, consistency, and grace. Okay. I love it so much. Now, this is the success path when thinking about the Habit Hacking Society. There's 6 stops in the journey here, and you may be on one of these 6 points. So if you're around step 1 or 2, the Habit Hacking Society is going to be a really great fit for you. Or if you're around step 2 or 3, I would then make sure to enroll in Self Transform You, my signature program. But so along the success path, on step 1, you're at a breaking point. You're overwhelmed and you need a change. Step 2, you maybe have been exploring, Googling how to take care of you. Maybe you've been listening to the Self Transform podcast. And then step 3, you're starting to execute habits, but just not consistently. Step 5, you have a plan in place. You're using habit strategy. That is kind of where we want to get you to ASAP as far as being a habit hacker in the Habit Hacking Society. And lastly, you're pivoting habits as life changes and you are thriving. That's where we want you to be. So if you find yourself around step 1 or 2, this is probably definitely a good fit for you. The answer to help you get to that last point in that success path is consistent, healthy habits. Okay. It results in unconscious routines. What we were just talking about, you do every day. It leaves you just feeling lit up and showing up as the best of you for your loved ones. You know, like that flow we were talking about earlier. I love it so much. So what's in it? Okay, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but let me give you an overall view. So like I said, there is a private podcast feed, Habit Hacking with Emily, that you get every month. There is a monthly live habit hacking party over Zoom. So we do a 1-month call and we go through some of our resources together. So I have a habit hacking workbook where we go through some prompts. There's a theme every month that we focus on, which I'll share that with you as well. There is a custom habit inventory and 2 different habit trackers for you to use, and a couple bonuses, like a couple of free webinars like Habit Breakthrough Bootcamp and the Daily 5 Habits that will change your life. So we just added this. We're doing our first one tomorrow because the girls in the community said they wanted it. We're doing monthly movement with me. So I'll be doing some type of fun little workout together. There's a monthly newsletter. They get weekly texts from me where they are able to send me their questions or reply directly to. Plus, we have a free Facebook community and with fun giveaways. So every month I give away either a personal development book or a habit hacking call with me just based on engagement there. Super fun. I love it. So the doors are open now until July 31st. So August 1st is when our next monthly habit hacking planning party is. So want to make sure you're enrolled by then. There's annual and monthly plans available. So you can pay month by month, or you can pay one big annual fee and get 1 month free. That's exactly what I would do. So some fast action bonuses here for you, friends. If you sign up for Self Transform You, the course or STU Next Level. So this is my signature program now through the 18th, you will get 3 months free of the Habit Hacking Society. So it's only available with the annual membership for the Habit Hacking Society. So you can go to selftransformu, the letter u.com, and use the code JULYSTU at checkout and get 3 months free. Okay, hang on one second. Okay, sorry, real life. My youngest son's friend is here to play. So those fast action bonuses. So STU Next Level starts this upcoming Monday, the 18th. Okay. So now today through Monday, the 18th, if you sign up for Self Transform You, you'll get 3 months free of the membership. You'll also get an additional free habit hacking call with me that you get 4 when you do STU Next Level, which is the one-on-one accountability version of STU, but also you'll get that extra, you'll get a call if you do STU, just the course. Okay. And lastly, if you leave a review in iTunes and send me a pic or DM me, or email me that review in iTunes, you'll receive another month free in the society. So up to 4 months free in the society between now and the 18th. Okay. And that's if you're signing up for STU. So if you're thinking about signing up for my signature program, now is the time to do it, because you also get 3 months in the society. Because I really made the society because as folks were finishing up STU, they were like, okay, what's next? So I created the society because of that. So after the 18th, so now through the 22nd, maybe STU isn't maybe this isn't the right time for you to start STU, which is okay. You can get one of the quick perks now through the 22nd, where if you sign up between now, you'll get a free habit hacking call with me. And you can also leave a review in iTunes and get 1 month free in the society. And then lastly, the 23rd through the 31st, before we begin on August 1st, just leave a review in iTunes and you will get 1 month free in the society. And I need you to DM me or email me that. I'll post all this for you below and have some information for you there too. It'll be super exciting because you'll get 1 month free there, and I'll give you the details as we get started. So a sneak peek. So coming into August, our theme is back to school and back on track with your health. We have a 21-day challenge every month as far as your habits. So we'll think about simple movement habit stacking. Okay. September, we're going to be talking about how to show up for others when it's hard to even show up for yourself. The challenge that month is creating connections. October, we're going to talk about eating food to fuel yourself physically and mentally and emotionally, and defining what true food freedom looks like. I think this is really important heading into the holiday season. So that's why I have that in October. And the challenge is just eating for fuel. And that's not just like, think of like eating healthy, like it's enjoying foods too. Okay. And then lastly, November, create a habit of true gratitude during the season. The challenge is to use a gratitude journal and speak out your gratitude. Okay. So I will post all of this for you in the group. I'll link it in the show notes if you're re-listening to this on the podcast. But doors are open now until July 31st with all of those bonuses, the fast action bonuses, the quick perks, and the review gift. So whatever level is best for you. If you are wanting to sign up for STU though, like girl, like sign up right now, because you'll get 3 months of the membership free. Like you'll save like over a lot of money. Okay. So thank you so much for attending. You can go to bit.ly/habit hacking society. I'll link it below for you and in the show notes as well. bit.ly/habit hacking society to sign up either monthly or annually. You can also sign up for STU there as well if that's what you want to do to get up to 4 months free of this. But make sure you leave a review in iTunes as well. So motivation is high right now. Let's take some action together and let's stay connected. Of course, you can follow me on Instagram at EmilyNichols22 and continue listening to the Self Transform podcast. Hey, thanks for hanging with me and all the doggy barking and kids coming and showing up. It's summer. It's real life. You know, I'm not that far ahead of you. I'm maybe like one step ahead of you, and I'm using the habit strategies I teach in my community. I personally use them as well because it has worked for me since my own transformation in 2015, and I'm still on my own transformation path. So thank you so much for attending today. I hope you found today's training useful, you can also check out the guide section for previous trainings and join us in the Habit Hacking Society at bit.ly/habit hacking society. And you can sign up for Self Transform You at selftransformyou.com. All right, friend, comment below what you found the most useful from today, and I will see you all in the society and maybe in Self Transform You.
Hey girl, real quick before you go, if you want some free motivation texted to you every week from me to help you habit hack your health, send me your favorite emoji to 773-904-2157 and sign up for my weekly pump up text. I can't wait to catch up with you there. Hey, and if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can also find the show. Then you can even email me a screenshot of your review and I'll send you either a Starbucks gift card or give you a free habit hacking call with me live on the podcast. Love and appreciate you, friend. I'll see you next time.